Welcome to Ring Rage Report. We are back with another episode discussing the upcoming August 3rd, 2024 WWE Premier Live event,
Pay
SummerSlam.
per view.
Right. Premier Live event. That's the key words, and that's the key metric words. So it is Premier Live event. Uh, so we're going to be talking about that and everything going on, along with basically just stuff going on in WWE in general to encompass the lead up to SummerSlam, which is one of their big four PLEs: Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. With that said, it's just two of us again. We have Raga with us and myself, Sig. Let's jump into this. The lead up to SummerSlam. How do you feel like it's been going?
The lead up's been decent. I mean, their storylines have been going since King of the Ring, and they've had a few other build-ups from that. I think SmackDown's probably going to have a lot more lead into it with other things that are going to happen on the show there. Raws have been decent. SmackDowns have been decent. Um, yeah, it should be a decent card. And the lead up for Live has been decent.
It's a
So
it's a stacked card. I mean, it's every champion,
yes,
but sorry, stand correct. It's every champion but the tag champs. So they're still missing two. Which makes
yes.
sense because Friday is um who won the gauntlet? Oh, the bloodline is who. So the bloodline
Mhm.
take on DIY. And then I think probably the pre-show of SummerSlam, if they do one, will be the Raw's tag team. But it's also
I don't think they'll do it.
eh, it,
I don't
it,
think they'll do anything with the women's.
oh, I totally sorry,
Other
three.
stuff.
I forgot the women's tag. I was just thinking Raw and SmackDown tag. Nah. All the tag team divisions are shit except on NXT. So I will say Monday Night Raw's big storyline slash angle is the Wyatt Six, and then Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley, like that whole spiel. But even then, that's I don't care for that one because it's very much China and Eddie. I get it, or Ray and Eddie. Possession of Dominic doesn't matter. It just I don't. It worked very well for Eddie. I don't like seeing the storyline replicated in a cheesy manner.
To be honest, I think your downfall in this whole thing is Rhea. Rhea has been nothing but plain white bread the entire time. She was not. She was boring as a champion. She went away. Even her coming back, yes, she got the pop when she came back, but like
But
it's
did
now
she?
she's just there. I mean, well, it seemed like it. Now,
She
if it was
got
piped in,
she got a pop, but I don't know if it was like there's a reason why she came back before SummerSlam and not at SummerSlam. They definitely could have postponed her and gave Liv a shitty matchup against literally anyone and
Mhm.
had her mess with Liv at the end, jump her at the end of winning her match. But that didn't happen, which I think is because we're gonna get Roman Reigns back at SummerSlam. But the way I see that one happening is if we get Roman Reigns back, it's Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa. Sikoa has to be the match, like the marquee match of the night. It has to be the very last one. It can't be the first. They got it on very high.
oh, that's got to be the end of the main event for that one. I don't see that being anything outside of that because I don't. Damien and Gunther aren't going to be that.
No, but Drew
Bailey
and
and I
Seth,
know.
or Drew and CM Punk. That's been feuding for 7 months.
Which is funny that so if you look at that's not even listed on the card that I'm looking at. I know it is going to be a match,
It's
but
on
it's not
9.
listed on here. So I would make it seven. What I'm looking at is not. I'm just looking at CBS Sports, but it's got that'd be seven matches they're gonna have.
I'm on sportsillustrated.com and
But
WWE.com. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I have 7 matches.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is technically 2 more than they normally do on a pay per view. But
On the Premier Live events, on the big
with
four,
it
I do
being
7 a
with it
day.
being SummerSlam, obviously they want to do it big. Because is it next year or is that Survivor Series? They're going to have a 2 day.
Next year,
Because they
SummerSlam
talked
is 2
about
days.
is okay. So then they
2023.
talked about making it a 2 day. And it was going to be this one,
They
for
were
sure. But
trying. They were trying to get it for this one, but there's between injuries and just roster being shaved down like crazy. They're having to do a lot of
so
build-ups.
what match do you think leads it off? What's the kickoff match for the pay per view?
It's going to be CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre with Seth Rollins as a special guest, ending on Cody Rhodes versus Solo. Like you're gonna start with a powerhouse and you're gonna end with a powerhouse, and the return of Roman Reigns. The rest of them, like, I don't see the point of any of them starting or ending. Um, Honestly, the way I see it, I don't have the official like card lineup in front of me. I don't know if that's been revealed yet. But I can see them doing like CM Punk versus Drew with Seth Rollins special guest, and then doing Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental, and then doing Damian Priest versus Gunther, and then we're gonna see Bailey versus Nia, then Logan Paul and LA Knight, then Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, where she's near the end of the card, but not the final match, and then Cody. I think they're gonna have one of the women's matches be the legit middle card. But at the same time, like Damian Priest and Gunther look like an actual feud, like legit feud, instead of just all talk. So that's surprisingly a match. Probably the first one of Gunther's first time I'm looking towards any of his matches, just because I want to see how they build Damian Priest, and um, like I'll get into theories later, but going back to like how we were saying, Raw has some good storylines. Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker is stagnant. It does, at least to me. I don't like it. It's very boring, and I'm starting to hop on the train of Sammy Hogan. Like he's just, I don't know what it is, but he should have dropped Braun last premiere. Um, yeah. So you have Sammy and Braun is Raw. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley is Raw. Damian Priest and Gunther is Raw. And the only one of those 3 matches like I'm interested in truly watching and watching all the way through would be Damian Priest versus Gunther. And that's just because after Monday Night Raw, where Priest went out and just beat the shit out of Gunther, like
Or forget about CM Punk or McIntyre.
they are they Raw?
Raw. Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then no, still not interested in that one as much.
And that's got the longest build up out of all this.
It does, but I think this is just gonna be a catalyst. I think it's gonna actually come to a head at Bad Blood, because this has a whole hallmark for Bad Blood. All 3 of them hate each other. Seth hates Drew and Punk. Punk hates Drew and Seth. Drew hates Seth and Punk. Like they all have intertwined history very, very well, and like uh, but like I'm not. I see a lot of. I shouldn't say a lot of. I see title changes for sure, at least 2,
I mean, out of all,
maybe 3. Out of 3,
there's,
I
I
think
mean,
3.
with almost every title on the line, there has to be a
Yeah.
good chance of at least, 1, if not 2.
Yep.
And I would agree. And I think at max 2. I don't see more than that. But
I could see 3. I can see 3. But with that said, let's just dive into this. Starting with the Forget Me Not. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre with special guest referee and his discretion, Seth Rollins. who you got, why, any interferences, any special guests, clean, dirty.
Oh, no matter what, this isn't going to be a clean match. They already have a guest referee who has beef with both of them. They all have beef with each other. This hands down is going to be just a ugly match. It wouldn't surprise me if there's not even a clear cut winner. If it's just a screw job to mess with somebody, as in go for the pin, a super kick or a curb stomp of some kind, and walk out.
Yeah.
I don't know if it really. It doesn't. It's just going to amount, like you said, to bad blood or something along the lines of a triple threat. So, I mean, as long as it's a decent match, great. I really care less who wins. But I don't think anybody does win this one. I don't think there's a clear cut winner. And if you have to take somebody, I'll take CM Punk to win it.
I can get behind that. I can get behind the notion of of nobody winning, but this is similar to one of Bret Hart's matches with Austin, I believe it was.
Shawn Michaels is a special guest.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, I take Punk just because I think story wise, that would make for a more intriguing outcome than let the beefcake Drew McIntyre win and kind of get what he's said he's gonna do. Just let him lose and build that anger.
Is this his first in ring outside of Rumble?
Yeah, his first 1-on-1. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, live.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I was trying to think if he's had anything, and
but he's also been on the shelf for 7 months.
Yeah, so he's been hurt since Rumble, right?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Yeah. No, I knew that. I was just trying to remember if he had anything before.
Nope, he's been out. So his first official match outside of Rumble for 2024. But I mean, this one I do see Seth being a heavy hand. I don't think it's going to be early on. I think it's going to be a slobber knocker type match. And Drew is going to put Punk, just beat the ever loving shit out of him. And I think it's going to be kind of one of those Seth goes 1, 2, and then just stops. Says, nah, you guys can beat the shit out of each other a little bit. Because it's 100% his discretion. He made that very clear on Monday night. That if he wants it to be no DQ, we'll see. If he wants to count to 10, count to 20, count to 1,000,000. If he wants to say you tapped, you tapped. So this has potential, but I think this is just, as long as CM Punk doesn't get injured again, I think this is just going to be step 1 of a long road between the three of them.
Possibly. I don't see Drew lasting long in this triangle they've got going on. I see it being more Rollins Punk at the end, and Drew
we're gonna
going
get Rollins and Punk at WrestleMania. I'll call that right now because that's Punk doesn't have much longer to wrestle. So Seth and Punk are who they're leading up to, but I think we're gonna have Punk versus McIntyre right now on Saturday, and then at Bad Blood we're gonna have a triple threat, and then I can kind of see them not letting Drew win at all on either one of these, the triple threat or this 1-on-1. And basically Punk pins Drew, Seth pins Drew, Punk comes out and says, Seth, you never pinned me, you beat Drew. That Drew can go off and be a little bitch about losing and how he got costed everything. If they want to run it till Royal Rumble, they definitely could, but there's not really much there. I feel like this may just be a one and done, but I definitely see a triple threat at Bad Blood. And I still go with Punk, though, on Saturday. For this, if there's going to be a winner, which I think they're going to push towards a winner.
Yeah,
not necessarily definitive, but maybe a quick count, or Seth gets the shit beat out of him, and another ref has to come in.
Only way I can see Drew winning it is if he hits the Claymore on Punk, and then damn near knocks out Rollins and makes Rollins count 1, 2, 3 with his own hand in that manner.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That'd be the only way I could see McIntyre walking out with the win, which would be good for him if he did it in that way. He knocks out Punk, then knocks out Rollins, and uses Rollins' hands to count 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
In that way, that would just add to whatever he's got going to add more heat to him, because the other two aren't gonna gain any heat.
Yeah, because I mean,
All they do
Punk
is just
summed it up on Monday night where he said, "You have everybody singing his song, chanting my name. You're the third wheel here." Like,
he is hands down. He is, and he's just a filler until they're both healthy.
Yeah.
So I mean, Punk's just coming off everything, and Rollins is coming off surgery.
Yeah.
So he's the filler until it's done. So are we both taking Punk though?
Yeah, we're both taking Punk.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't
watch us both be wrong.
Probably. I can't see. I just can't see an angle where McIntyre would be set to win.
I'd want to say it's like the only way that it would look legit is if he got a dirty one, making Rollins count, being knocked out.
Yeah.
And that passion.
No, I agree. So next up, we would have. I'm just gonna go from bottom to top on this list.
Yeah, it's fine.
Next up, we have Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker for the IC Intercontinental Championship.
Dragunov's in there too, isn't he?
Nope.
It should be.
I just show it.
Is it just those two?
Yeah, he beat Dragunov. Dragunov got hurt. Breaker versus Dragunov. He cracked his head on.
Dragunov got hurt.
Yeah. I don't know if it's storyline hurt, but he landed on his head on the apron.
Okay.
And he started like acting like he was jolting, maybe like a seizure.
I did see that. That's right. Okay, I did see that.
So yeah, but it's just Braun's number one contender again versus Sami Zayn for the IC. Number two of their three.
What do we? Do we really think Sami pulls this one off?
No, I don't. But I also thought he wasn't gonna pull it off a month ago. So yeah.
I don't think he walks away with this one.
He can't. If Sami walks away as the champ on this one again, they're not building Braun Breaker up as the complete brick shit house powerhouse that he is. Like, he's losing to Sami clean. No. It would destroy the entire run that he's been on. They need to start building futures now instead of in 5 to 10 years. They need to start putting Breaker in the position and let him run. Again, he needs to be built to the point where, kind of like Jade Cargill was in AEW, he's untouchable or unbeatable, and he's just to the point where he's like, fucking done with this. He gets rid of it or steps away because he doesn't need it anymore. He's elevated beyond, and he could run that for 2 years, 3 years, and then he's ready to be in the big title picture.
I mean, if they want to do it again, he could be the style how Rollins was with the title that he had on Raw, and just have a title match every Monday.
I think that's how they should build him up. Is give him
the IC title's been anything outside of a heavyweight title, US title, IC title, tag titles. You hardly ever see him defended. Yep. Now you did see the Raw tag titles get change hands last week or week before, but that doesn't happen very often. Of them defending, it may be tag titles more than anything, but like I don't remember the last time an IC title was on Raw or the US title on SmackDown up for grabs in a match.
Like
the US title's never on SmackDown.
Yeah, he's never there. You're talking just like in general.
Yeah, I don't remember. I mean, it's the last time it was defended. I guess it would have been Gunther that would have done it, obviously, but he had a few, but I don't think it was very many. I think it was more. Was he in more shows than it was more favors than he was anything else?
Well, since Sammy's had it, Sammy's defended against Chad Gable a few times. He did it at the Clash at the Castle too, and then he
Yeah, no, I'm talking
defended
more like on one
on
Raw, I
Raw.
guess.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I like to see that happen a lot more than not. Because
I mean Gunther did it, but again, they were more like
yeah,
I would still
did
say
have
they're
it for
squash
over
matches.
a year.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that's what more than likely anybody that goes against Braun Breaker is going to be is a squash match.
yeah.
That's
We
how it
need.
should look.
Yeah,
That should be the one that they should have gone with instead of Gunther. But
honestly, if they're gonna give him the title and let him have a record-breaking run, fine. Braun Breaker is more entertaining to watch than Gunther. Braun Breaker is built and on that pedestal that he could easily have a triple threat and put down both opponents. He could have a fatal four way, put down all three opponents. 5, 6 pack, whatever. He could do a freaking gauntlet. Like he is built and set up to the way that they could make him have a very amazing run as an IC title holder. Because he can do all these matches. He could do the hardcore matches that Gunther refuses to do. He could do the I quit matches. He could do the ladders, the tables, and all that. All the stuff that are gimmicks, but add to the overall story and legacy somebody is doing. Gunther's very fucking boring.
Mhm.
I can't tell you on he probably had on one hand the amount of special matches like outside of a triple threat where he doesn't even do most of the work. The other opponents did most of the work. Fatal four, other opponents did most of the work. Like he was built up as almost as like a scapegoat kind of way of we need to get this IC title reign broken, so give it to Gunther.
yeah, I think outside of the match with Sammy where he lost the title, and then Gable's matches, I think those were some of the better ones. Him and Gable had great matches.
Yeah, and Gable show walked away with the champion too.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes, we talked about that numerous times. We thought that should have happened, but if Breaker goes on a run, I don't want to see him crush everybody because at that point it's just going to become Goldberg 2.0, and you know exactly how that's going to look. Because it's going to become a joke.
He already has a tattoo.
Yes, that's true.
That
I noticed that, and I was like,
just noticed that on Monday when I was like,
"Oh, really?
what the fuck
No,
is
Like, no, don't do it. No,
I was
don't
like,
be over 2.0. I don't want that.
you know,
I mean, he can run through people. That's fine.
I just saw an interview with Chris Van Fleet and Goldberg, and Goldberg even said, "Oh yeah, I was training with him, and I like Braun Breaker. I know him very well, and yeah, they're building him up to be the next Goldberg." I just went, "Shut your whore mouth! Shut up! Shut up. Why would you wish that evil on anybody?"
No, I don't want that. I don't want that for him at all. If he's gonna have decent matches, cool. He can have squash matches. That's perfectly fine.
I want his first. I can't say 6 months. I want the rest of this year where it's just him putting people down and not like mid tier to top tier people, just kind of like gauntlet matches or whatever, where it's just a slew of nobodies or maybe even NXT call ups and just let him squash everybody and just give him a few months and then he starts going, okay, I'm done with all these. Fuck you, Adam Pearce. Give me somebody stronger. Put in Chad, put in Sammy, put in even Seth, put in all the more mid to top tier guys and let him start slowly struggle, but then win and just build him up as the beast he should be.
And we'll see what they do. That is, if he walks away with the title at some point, be it
I think
this
he walks
Saturday or
away on
not.
Saturday.
I hope so. That's what we talked about last time.
Hey, what the fuck do I know? I think I was 1-5 at Clash.
I
Well,
think you might have been.
oh, let me see. I had it pulled up here. Let me just pull this fucking bitch back up and I'll tell you. So I remember what I said. I remember being very salty. Oh, Money in the Bank. It was not Clash. It was Money in the Bank.
Oh,
Men's ladder match. I was wrong. IC match. I was wrong. World Heavyweight Championship. Said Damian Priest. That was the only one I was right on. Women's Money in the Bank. I was wrong. 6-man tag. I was wrong. Yeah, I was 1-4. Yeah. Not a great streak.
so you're looking to redeem yourself.
Clash, I was damn near perfect. Before that, I was damn near perfect.
Even though this one, so far we had the same picks for the first two.
That's what worries me.
And then what's the next one we got? Logan Paul. So that's actually that would be the first. Oh, Breaker.
Okay. You should say.
So that's the first title change we have, technically in this one.
Yes.
And then followed by the U.S. champ.
Yep. Logan Paul versus
Logan Paul, LA. Which should be our second title change.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Because LA Knight at some point in his career should get something. Should have a title. Because
we've talked about so many times where like it makes sense. It makes sense. Follow the heat, follow the crowd, follow the pop. And there's like
now I know he's way more over than this guy was, but he to me is becoming the new Dolph Ziggler. The one of like, oh, you can put on a great match and we'll tease you with getting a title, but you're not getting it.
Yeah,
you're not getting
Dolph got the world title.
Yes, he does. That's the thing. Yeah, he did early, and then later on in his career, he's got shit on the entire time, which LA Knight is getting right now.
The only title LA's had is the $1 million title.
Mm-hmm. And that was how long ago?
I don't know.
It's a long time ago.
I don't know.
Which I wish they'd bring that one back. But yeah,
Ted DiBiase Jr. being in jail.
Well, just forget about him. He could be written out. We don't need to know about him. Whatever. But Logan Paul needs to lose his title. I like the feud. I like the build up. I like how they took it to his house and more of the outside of the ring type stuff. It was cool. But I think Paul needs to lose it.
I'm done with super part-timers. I have no problem with part-time like Roman Reigns was, where maybe he's here this month, maybe he's not. Logan Paul's never here. When he is here, he doesn't wrestle. Like he's a glorified, hey, he's our celebrity guy that's working with us full time. Or sorry, quote full time. Give him the title. And he even said, I'm gonna be a full-time champion. The fuck? You're barely even on the fucking programming. At all. And like this is one I'll mention it or I'll talk about it again when we get to the match. But like for CM Punk versus Drew is rated as carrying the entire feud, which makes sense because CM Punk's been injured.
Yeah.
Logan Paul versus LA Knight has been destroying this feud while carrying. Like it's all him. It's 100% one-sided with a sprinkling dust of Logan Paul. And then we have like Damian Priest versus Gunther. Priest is doing most of the carrying. Gunther fucking hardly has been there either since King of the Ring. He's just been sprinkled in there. And I think he had a kid during King of the Ring
something.
Before, so something came up.
Yeah.
Regardless, they sprinkled like I'm done with people like Logan Paul. I don't care full-time or not. Sorry, full-time. Inside WWE, outside WWE, I don't care. I'm over a nobody holding a title. So that's what it is. Logan Paul, yes, is a superstar and a YouTube star. He's known everywhere. But in the world of wrestling, he's done jack shit with this title. Which is like
disappointing
because he could have had a massive and amazing run.
Yeah, we've said it before. We've seen him do it. He's proved himself in the ring. He's a he's a great athlete.
I think that's what
He's a good
pisses me
wrestler.
off. Is he's he's
Yeah,
genuinely amazing at this, and he's not doing shit.
no, I think, and we'll see how this match goes. But I hope LA Knight walks out with this one. That's
Same.
that eventually something, because him with the title right now would be great. Because he put him on more, let him cut more promos, let him have a feud with somebody that's actually around, and see what happens.
I think if they don't put it
'Cause-
on LA Knight, I think this may be the end. Like if he doesn't get this, he's not getting it. This one makes the most sense out. I guess all of it, all the lead up, but
Mhm.
he's so over. It's like you said he's like the next Dolph Ziggler. The only difference is Dolph Ziggler wasn't always over. LA
No,
Knight can
it
go
wasn't.
out and just pick up a mic, or they shoot a promo behind the scenes and they're chanting LA Knight every time. He
Mhm.
is so fucking over. And yet, it this is literally just that commercial. I got your dollar. Oh, gotta be quicker. It just
Yeah,
it's annoying. I'm tired of it. Give him a title and let him do something productive and stop having to be a workhorse without the accolades of being an actual workhorse. So I got LA Knight too though. I mean,
yep.
I'm also done just with Logan Paul. He hasn't done shit, so it's kind of just pissing me off. He has all the potential. He's so fucking good. It's annoying how good he is, and he's not doing
No,
anything with
I'd
it.
be perfectly fine taking him and putting support behind everything with him, but he's never there.
Yep.
So it's just one of those things like drop it and pop him whenever you can or do whatever.
Then we have
Yeah.
Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. This one's an
Liv's not losing
interesting
this match.
perspective. Do you think this has going?
Yeah, I don't see Liv losing.
Why?
I don't want to say because Dominic comes in and gets and screws her over. Um, Liv's gonna do something dirty in a matter of revenge esque, but I don't know. I don't think Finn has anything to do with it because they kind of scurried away from all the stuff with Finn and the hotel room key and stuff like that. How he was taking stuff, so they kind of went away from all that. I don't know if there's going to
But
be
Rhea
anything of
came back. That
him to
was the
do.
thing.
Yeah,
And now the big angle is Rhea supported Priest. Priest has been supporting Rhea 100%, 24/7. These two are do or die together.
hmm
Finn hasn't been completely loyal. Bobblehead McGee hasn't been 100% loyal, and Dominic hasn't been loyal. So we're already starting to see the disintegration of Judgment Day,
hmm
and we even kind of saw it on Monday Night Raw when he's holding up the sweatshirt or the hoodie or the t-shirt, whatever it was, and Priest walks in and he quickly just lets go of it, like walks away and hides. So from a perspective, it's he's in on something, or the storyline would appear that he's in on something. He knows that this is like he's gonna turn on them, I guess is the best way to put it, without sounding fucking completely stupid, but he's gonna have something.
You
I don't
think?
think he gets involved in this match, but I
Okay,
think him and
let's say
Liv are working together to a degree, and Bobblehead McGee.
it's something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they would do it in this match. It'd be more a Damian Priest match,
Yeah.
which is the same night as well. But I think Liv just straight up beats her in this one.
Clean
It's,
or dirty?
that's
You said dirty. You said dirty. Anyway.
I think yeah, it'll be more of a dirty revenge. Still a revenge tour and everything that she's got going on. So it'll be dirty in some way. How I don't know. She'll distract by kissing Dom or something else like that. Dominic could be involved in some way
I think he's
to
gonna be
distract
involved.
Rhea.
So I don't think it's gonna be a distraction per se, like on like to distract Rhea. I think this is gonna be one of those he fucked up. If he comes out to help support Rhea, and maybe gets involved, whatever, and Liv is more distracted. Or maybe even grabs Liv's leg while she's running, make her trip. Ref gets involved, tells him like get out, whatever, and Rhea gets up to the ropes and puts her in position for Oblivion. I think it's her move off the ropes that nobody's kicked out of. So do that, hit her with that, and make it kind of be a Dominic, you distracted me. You came out here. You shouldn't have. You got thrown out. I was more focused on you than I was on my match. And Liv got win. Still dirty. Still underhanded. And Liv can still grab the microphone that night or on Monday Night Raw and be like, thank you, Daddy Dom. I knew you really loved me. I knew it. I knew you couldn't have meant all those hateful words in Spanish that you said.
See, I'm taking Liv in this one.
Yeah. This is gonna be a shit show of a match of a card because we're just agreeing on all of it. Yeah, I got Liv too, but again, I think Dominic's gonna be the reason why she wins.
Yeah,
I don't think he's gonna turn on Rhea, but I think he's the reason why.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think he turns on Rhea at all.
But he's gonna get in a lot of trouble.
And we'll see how she looks coming back from this injury.
Yeah,
time off that she had.
We'll see. Then we have. I'm not even fucking looking towards this match at all. Bayley versus Nia Jax for the WWE Women's Champion.
Because I want to see what they do with Nia. I'm almost curious if they have her just look, or if she makes herself look like absolute dog shit. Because in my eyes, there's no way Nia should lose this match. She will, but I don't see any way that they could build this up for so long. And Tiffany is going to be around as well, somewhere involved in something out there somehow, some way. But that might be the only way that Nia loses this match. I don't think there's going to be a cash in, but I do think that that's going to be how Nia loses.
Yeah. Nia's. So wait, are you saying Bayley wins or Nia wins? Who are you taking?
I think Bayley wins.
All right, so we're gonna disagree on this one.
Okay.
Because I think, and I don't want it to happen, I'm gonna speak into existence, so I'm fucking at least right on one of these. Because this is the
one
third,
for one.
Yeah. This is the third championship I can see changing hand. Is Nia Jax wins, and for once they play on the dominant and immovable force. Let her just be that, and she's not a great wrestler, whatever. But let her do it. Let her beat the shit out of Bayley, and then we're gonna see for several weeks on like Tiffany will be out there. She'll be involved because they're BFFs. They're gonna be out there. But I think we're gonna see several moments where maybe Nia's having a hard time getting up, or maybe she just had a hard fought match, or maybe she got jumped, whatever, and we're gonna see Tiffany Stratton just hold the briefcase and kind of like be perplexed of do I want to cash in? Do I cash in right now? No, she's my friend. And then we're gonna start seeing the rift tear between the two of them, which we have seen multiple times before in other Money in the Bank holders. But I think she'll cash it in. Probably Survivor Series. I think we're gonna get 3 months solid, maybe 4 max. But I think Nia's gonna win, and I think Tiffany Stratton's gonna be the reason why. While you have her the reason why she loses, I have her as the reason why Nia wins.
Only thing I think is we know that Tiffany was supposed to win King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring. That was what we talked about way back. The whole stuff that went on. So
Hades itself.
Now thinking about it, at this point, why would they not have her possibly cash in at SummerSlam, lead into a triple threat or revenge match for Bad Blood?
But why?
Why not?
Because
why not
have
those?
They're building an angle right now with Nia and Tiffany being BFFs, and Nia's helping her and she's helping Nia, and it's gonna be, Tiffany turning on Nia and winning. That's gonna be a bigger storyline and a bigger outcome than turning this into a triple threat. Plus, Tiffany's not quite there yet, and I think uh, there's still a little bit of fallout happening. I think that's why they're pushing this Nia and Tiffany friendship so hard, and trying to make sure, like, oh look, recovery damage, we're fixing it. It is what it is. You can't tell me any other ways. But so I think they're gonna push that a little bit. She'll be the reason why Nia wins. But the good news now for once in this lineup, one of us will be right. The other 6 matches, we don't know. We're both gonna be wrong, or we're both gonna be right.
Okay, no, I still go with Bayley on this one. So I was trying to think if there'd be any cash in, but maybe because Bad Blood is the only thing I was thinking of possibly being a cash in at some point there, but maybe not.
Survivor Series.
They can build it up more, yeah. Survivor Series, and then
hell, if they want to do really dirty, do Nia Jax really dirty, I would love it. Hate it at the same time. It's let Nia hold it till WrestleMania. Let her get her WrestleMania spotlight moment, day 1, night 1, night 2, whatever. And Tiffany screws her and pulls a Seth Rollins like he did with Lesnar versus Roman. But instead of mid-match running down the ramp, but just be like, they're both down. Like, cash in.
You just went from shitting on Nia for the past year to giving her WrestleMania.
I said I would hate it.
You done nothing but shit on her for last year, and then when she gets to her WrestleMania moment, then that's when it happens. No, I don't think.
I shit on Charlotte Flair too, and yet I will be like, she's gonna win. Stupid fuck.
That's who will be at WrestleMania. Because she'll be back soon.
Yeah, and that's all the more reason why I think it's gonna be Nia versus Charlotte and Tiffany Costume fucking up the match.
Possibly.
Remember, not so many years ago, the big match at WrestleMania was Lesnar versus Roman. And no one ever thought Rollins was going to cash it. Nobody put 2 and 2 together.
I thought you were comparing Nia and Charlotte to Roman. I was like, what?
I'm just
where
saying,
are you going with this? What's in that cup?
Wise, ocean water from Sonic. I'm on stuff I can't. Soda makes my stomach upset now. But no, that's like perfect story wise. That makes the most sense. And letting it be Charlotte versus Nia Jax, and now they can pull this Seth Rollins again and be like, Nia doesn't know who her opponent is. Oh my god, it's Charlotte Flair. Boo. And then Tiffany cashes in.
I don't think
Tiffany has a longer hold on it.
I don't think she holds it that long.
Seems the consensus right now is everyone's still pissed off that Drew McIntyre lost his case that quickly. Yeah. I think she's gonna hold on to it for a while.
Everybody's pissed that Damian Priest held on to it as long as he had it. So
I know it's a.
You're not gonna please everybody. But
no,
I don't think
Dave Meltzer.
Fuck Dave Meltzer.
I'm with you. I fucking hate Dave.
Yeah, Dave. When you come on the show, we'll talk about it. But yeah,
he's not welcome on the show. No, he can be.
Okay, so you got Nia.
Questions for him.
We wait section on this match. Trying to build up something. You started it talking about Nia in WrestleMania. You're that horse shit. I'm taking Bayley. You've got Nia. What's the next two? We have is it
Damian Priest
and
versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. And there ain't no fucking way in hell you were gonna say Gunther.
No. I don't care. I'll take the loss on this one. I will not take him. I don't want him as a champion.
No.
I'm tired of seeing him as a champion.
Yep. He needs a break.
And
like a legit more than 6 month break. Like he needs to be on a several year, like maybe 2 year break. Let him have another round with the IC. Let him run with the US. Not for fucking long though. Just let him run it. Don't be these long ass title runs. Fucking.
But what's going to keep them from putting it on Gunther? I want Priest to win. I have a bad feeling that Gunther wins.
I have. There's it. Unlike Call of Duty, there's some logic to this. It doesn't make sense.
Why do you pick Call of Duty?
Because that's the one I was like, I fucking hate this. This isn't logical. And every Thursday you tell me it's fucking Call of Duty. There's no logic in this. So I'm just quoting you. There's no logical sense to put the title on Gunther just yet. There's none. He's been away since King of the Ring. His King of the Ring win is an asterisk. And he hasn't even proven himself to be worthy, so to speak, of a big title picture run. And I don't give a shit who ever said, yeah, but he was the longest IC. Yeah? Who did he really face? Other than Chad and Sammy? Who really? He's not interesting to watch. He's boring as fuck on the mic. He's boring as fuck in the ring. He's not interesting to watch by any means. I bet you, and think about it, how many times did he defend his IC title on the PLE? Not too many. How many times did he defend did he defend it on Raw? A lot. Logistically speaking, he did a lot. Like once a month, twice a month sometimes. But the fact is he's not ready for it, and them stripping Priest of this benefits nobody at all. At most, this needs to be just like this Punk and McIntyre match. This needs to be a complete brawl, and even if there's no defined winner, this is one of those matches where Priest and Gunther just going blow for blow, beating the ever-loving shit out of each other makes the most sense, and it protects Priest and it protects Gunther. As much as I don't fucking like the dude or the character, I guess I should say, it protects the characters' integrities, so where they both can be counted out because they fought outside the ring for too long, and that can lead to bad blood. And then Priest can put him down once and for all, and then we have a defined winner, and we have a three-peater. 2 out of 3, he won, whatever. But does it make sense to put Gunther? He's not good on the mic. I will be the first one to say he's not good enough on the mic to catch, carry, or retain any attention. When he talks, I literally look away. I don't care what you have to say. Your rhythmic tone, or your lack of rhythmic tone when speaking, is just, it's so boring.
Outside of outside of Gunther, you really only have, as of right now, at this moment, you have 3, maybe 4 that could give Gunther or Priest an actual match, being Rollins, McIntyre, Punk, and I will say, and it's only because of his size, is Bronson Reed. I will say Breaker, but Breaker's not there yet for even being close. I think Bronson Reed isn't either, but he's got that weird push for some reason of doing shit. I mean, I don't think Jay's in the title picture at all. I don't know where this dude sits on anything. Like,
I think Jay is in the title picture, and I think we're gonna start seeing that more and more. But we're also getting ready to ride into the bloodline.
Yeah, so that's why I think it's that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know where the hell he's at. Like, he just kind of floats around waiting for everything to happen with what's going to happen, possibly, hopefully Saturday night. But with your three big names all feuding against each other, not even over a title, opens up for a match with, because
you're not.
Be honest, I think Gunther against McIntyre, Punk, or Rollins would be better than against
No.
Priest.
No.
I do.
Gunther's fucking boring as hell. See,
I,
technically we have Braun Strowman. He's held the title before, or not heavyweight, but he's held the world title before.
I know, and I saw Strowman, but
he's kind of boring.
he's a gimmick. He's the new Big Show.
Yeah, but I mean, you have him, you have Punk, you have McIntyre, you have Priest, you have Gunther, you have Jey Uso, you have. Hold on, I'm just going through the list really quick. You have Rey Mysterio. Technically, he's held the title. He's past his prime, but Sami Zayn floats in between the two. Seth Rollins, Sheamus could get back in, but he's looking more for the IC, the Miz. So I mean, you have people to compete against them who are on the top tier card technically.
But I like legit contenders though is what I was getting at.
But even it's still legit. Braun Strowman's still a legit contender. Jey Uso is a legit contender. It's just you have them, but
Braun's gonna be trying to sell Roman Reigns the first time he won the title. I don't think anybody would be behind Braun Strowman becoming a.
No one's gonna be behind Gunther.
No, but they weren't behind him as a fucking IC champ either.
So stop putting the fucking title.
Won it forever.
Learn your lesson. Stop putting the title on it.
That's the thing. They're going to.
Not right now.
I really do. I will take. I want Priest, but they're going to give it to Gunther. That would be 4 title changes if they do it. No, I'm not. I'm going with Priest. I will not go for Gunther, but they're going to give it to Gunther. No. I will take the loss.
Your flag now and put it in Gunther. Like you are claiming it's gonna happen.
You can have Gunther. No, I'm not taking it.
I've already said there's no chance in hell they're giving to Gunther. No. Not at all. What has Gunther done?
I mean, the longest reigning IC champ.
Against who?
Everybody that put him against, I don't know.
Take out Sami Hogan, and Chad Gable.
I don't remember who he went against.
He went against The Miz, which was right before Chad Gable. It was interesting, but again, it also showed Miz's age. He still looked like he hung a little bit, but
yeah.
Sheamus is getting ready to be back in the IC picture, but he's feuding with
Pete Dunne.
Yeah, Pete Dunne. So I mean, he's done nothing. I'm even looking at the Raw roster right now.
Trust me, I'm not sold. I never have been and never will be sold on Gunther. So that's just the company is sold on him. I'm just saying the company is sold on him.
I think Vince McMahon was, and Triple H went, okay, let's just carry out this till the end, and I'll take it from here.
So then, what do you do if they put it back on him? Is Triple H still not sold on him? He's going to be a champion.
Not right now. He has to work it. He's a year out easily.
I don't think so. Because to be honest, I'm not sold on Priest.
I'm not sold on Priest either, but here's the difference though. Priest, as of this last month or two, he's actually looking like a legit champion. And even with the botch at Money in the Bank, which was production side of the house and not, me failing to kick out, production fucked up and failed to hit the music when they were supposed to. He's putting on good matches. His match against Seth Rollins both times has been great. His match against Drew McIntyre has been great. His matches against even Jey Uso have been great. His matches against, I think not Jobber, but he's had good matches. The problem with Gunther though is outside Chad and Sammy, who carried the match and who did most of the work, Priest is willing to do, at an older age too, Priest can and does do more spots and is more giving in a match than Gunther is. Gunther is not giving. It's a very one-sided look when you watch his matches over and over and over. As you're seeing, it's more Gunther running, kind of ram shot on people. Not like Braun Breaker, but he's still like, I'm gonna chop you 20 times. I'm gonna do my big boot. I'm gonna jump up and do a drop kick on you.
No, and I'm with you.
He doesn't look
I get
and
it.
he doesn't act like a champion. He doesn't fight like a champion. I get his whole gimmick is we're a purebred, we're the pure wrestlers, we're no gimmicks. Like cool. It didn't work for FTR when they were with WWE. Still not working out, and you're still giving off kind of 1930s Germany vibes. And I get he's Austrian, but you're still giving that vibe off. I think they have to change that gimmick before he gets a title. It's just. But go ahead, claim Gunther like you so badly want to do.
Nope. I'm sticking with Priest.
All right. Shut the fuck up about Gunther then. On to the final match and the final part of this episode. We have Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa for the undisputed WWE Championship. Motherfucker, if you say Solo.
No, I'm not gonna say Solo. No.
I'm like this.
No,
Bitch over here going.
I don't.
Let me just.
I don't know how long this match will be. I think it will be a.
I got a better one.
Decent match.
I don't know why this match is happening.
I think it's to introduce everybody else. Is the only reason why. It's to let Roman come back. That's the only way that it's going on. I'm
sick of this. I'm sick of Rhodes versus Bloodlines.
I'd be perfectly fine with Cody losing to Solo, because I'm honestly dumb. I'm tired of Cody. Cody is boring. Cody is boring.
We haven't had a babyface world title in a long time.
Yeah.
And yes, baby faces are harder to operate as than a heel. A heel, you just go out and you piss people off.
Mm-hmm.
But Cody's also probably one of the most over baby faces right now. Other than
I agree. So I'm just tired of it.
A little bit more over than Cody.
But I'm tired of him.
Yeah,
at least, or maybe I'm just tired of the bloodline, like you said. Maybe it's this whole Cody against bloodline type thing.
I think it's the bloodline. No, honestly, I'm not trying to like sway you. I think it's the bloodline because we're like, I get it. It's one of the best story arcs in WWE in a very long time. But at this point, it's fucking annoying. And it's not even that good anymore. Other than the very few moments of just holy shit from Jacob Fatu, the rest of Bloodline sucks. Tamaloa, Tonga, they're all just they don't.
If it wasn't for the Bloodline though, I wouldn't watch SmackDown. That's the only reason I watch SmackDown is to see what the Bloodline does. I watch it for that because that's the only thing I'm interested in, and I don't care about anything else on SmackDown. It's just that.
I don't care about
Bloodline. Even on Raw, the Wyatt Six is what I watch that for, and a couple other things. But that's like SmackDown. The only thing I watch it for is the Bloodline because I want to see what they're doing. Because I want to see more of Jacob. I'm over Solo and Beavis and Butthead, so I'm not watching it for those guys. I'm more watching to see if Jacob does anything.
I will agree on that aspect, but that's not for the Bloodline, even though technically he's in the Bloodline. I will watch it and go, holy shit, Jacob's on here. Let's see what he's doing. But at that point, I'm like, Bloodline's there. Maybe Jacob's on. I'm more like, come on, Jacob. And I think that has more to do with the fact that like I love this fan theory that's going around that Jacob 2 is a sheep in wolf's clothing, or wolf in sheep's clothing, there we go, within the bloodline, that he's relaying all this information to Roman Reigns, and he's going to be the one that stabs Solo in the back, costing him the match, and this is where Roman Reigns comes down.
Okay, so we've got Cody winning this one, right?
God, yes.
I think it's okay. Decent match.
Yeah.
They've had matches before. It should be a decent match. There
Yeah,
will
but
be
Solo's
or some
just
type of interference.
Solo is
Solo's
just
not a bad wrestler.
he's not, but he's weird. Like some of his matches, he can have the same opponent and have 5 matches with that guy, even in NXT, and each match is completely different, and there's no
Yeah.
consistency behind any of them. It's like I'm trying to figure you out, dude. Like I can watch Cody, I know what he's about, I know what like sequence or moves, or I get the spiel behind him. Randy Orton, get it. Even like Shinsuke Nakamura, Tiffany Stratton, Nia Jax, Becky Lynch, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, like you know their performance. Solo is like a new character every match where you're like, what am I missing here? Oh, he did the spike. That's the
I
only
mean,
thing that's been consistent.
I like Solo. I've always liked him since NXT. I've liked him. I wanted to give him more outside of this Mafia Hitman style bloodline that they're doing. If they want to run with it, cool. Just he needs more spots to do stuff because the guy can talk. They just cut him off the mic for a year and a half for everything, and then it's gone on the way it is. Okay, so we've got Cody. At what point do we see Roman Reigns come out? Because I believe we're in agreement that he is coming back.
I think Jimmy and Roman are coming back.
Okay, so you think Jimmy and Roman.
Mm-hmm.
So just those two because Jay is on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
So is that going to essentially pull him to SmackDown?
No, not until Survivor Series. And it's not gonna
Okay.
pull him, they're gonna borrow him.
So at
Like
that point,
he's gonna have that moment where he's like, man, my family's in trouble. And they've all reconciled with me now. I gotta go help him, and he's gonna be the surprise entry.
so that's 3.
Mm-hmm.
The Usos and Roman against
Math, unlike you.
Solo, Beavis and Butthead, and Jacob.
Yep.
So who's the 4th that they essentially would throw in there?
So
Don't fucking say Sammy either.
no, I hate right. Everyone needs to get off that horse. It's dead. It's done. Get over it. No, I think we're gonna have because we know they signed.
Hikuleo.
Yeah, they signed him and they signed the other cousin. I can't think of his name. He ran with.
They haven't signed Zilla. They have not signed Zilla.
His
No, he
Twitter
wants to.
literally
He has something
says,
to say.
"I'm coming to you soon." Every WWE
Yeah,
post,
he's not been
retweets it.
signed. He just won some GWP or GOP title.
Yeah,
He's still
but-
independent. He's not
yeah,
not
but
signed.
Triple H is letting them run.
Yeah, he's not signed yet.
So way too much Twitter from him.
I almost wonder if that I'm coming to or whatever Twitter tweet you were talking about was for the title he just won because he was building that one up himself.
Well, he retweeted WWE's post. That's
Okay, I
what
didn't see it.
was. Yeah,
Okay,
it was a retweet of WWE, and he says, "I'm coming soon."
yeah. Because the way I look at it is if Roman comes back on Saturday, I don't think he comes with Jimmy. I think this is where they also introduce Hikuleo and he beats the hell out of Roman and stands over Roman. I think Hikuleo shows up Saturday as well
I don't know.
and beats the hell out of Roman after Roman cleans house of Beavis and Butthead Solo and then goes at it with Jacob or Jacob is Summers. I don't think he absolutely destroys Jacob Fatu at all. I do think Hikuleo shows up though.
You said you think Hikuleo is going to be on Roman or against?
I think he goes at Roman. I think he stands over Roman. Because I think it ends up being Beavis and Butthead, Jacob and Hikuleo as that bloodline, and then Solo gets pulled over back with Jimmy and Jay.
I can't see that with how much shit talking Solo's doing against Roman.
The original bloodline against the new bloodline.
I can see it more of like I see Jacob officially going to be on Roman's side. something's gonna happen or he's gonna betray. Because mine is the Usos, Roman, and Jacob, and then Solo, Beavis, and Butthead, and then Hikuleo.
I like you calling Beavis Butthead more too.
Well, that's
I
like
can't.
they're not even calling
I
him
can't
Gorilla
stand him.
Destiny, and that's like it's other than him just
That's just him talking.
that's
Yeah.
not
No, it's
talking.
like you
That
did
is
not talk.
noises my toddlers made when they were babies.
He was talking
Tonga
on
Tonga
Friday. He
is
did
an
not talk.
annoying. Okay, yes, he did
They
talk on Friday.
they need to not talk.
They need
One
they
lost
need a
to not
fucking
can't
manager.
talk.
That's like
Well,
they
they
need a
had it until
manager.
they powerbombed into a table.
Yep.
So, and also, do you think he comes back on Saturday as well?
Yes. He's gonna be the one
So I
that
think you
goes, ladies and gentlemen, and then
think
he's gonna
so.
introduce the one and only true tribal chief.
So I think he gets a bigger pop. He comes out on Raw and introduces him at that point. But again,
There, he's not Raw, SmackDown.
if or just SmackDown. But again, if Hikuleo stands over him, then you don't really have a whole lot to do there.
Yeah. My
That's
my
in my
my run or my thought is because Survivor Series we're seeing it starting to get put back to a almost Raw versus SmackDown type mentality. And the best way to do that would be to move like let Roman and Solo feud, let Bloodline versus Bloodline feud. Do I don't want to say a quick finish, but do a quick finish on Bad Blood. Have them two go at it. Have Roman go 1-on-1 with Solo. All of Solo's cronies from the 90s cartoons come in and just beat the shit out of Roman. And Solo gets the win. And the caveat being winner stays on SmackDown, loser leaves. And that forces Roman to go over Monday Night Raw. And they couldn't. I don't want it to happen. But unfortunately, I think it's gonna happen sooner or later. I think Roman's gonna run over Raw. He's gonna meet up with Jay. It's gonna be a perfect time for Jimmy to come back. We're gonna have Jay, Jimmy, and Roman, OG bloodlines, built up again with Paul Heyman, and we could have Priest lose to Roman. It would make more sense losing to Gunther and let him hold the title. And then Survivor Series, they meet back up, and it's team of 3 versus a team of 4. At that point, surprise entry, not Sami Zayn. Hikuleo could come in team with him, but I still would rather see Hikuleo on Solo's team and Jacob on Roman's team. But Jacob's also just fucking good as heel right now. So
Cody's going to be involved in some way as well. That storyline's not done yet, Cody.
No, it's done. We're done. After Saturday, we are fucking done with Cody and Bloodline.
Because also you're going to have to reintroduce The Rock. Because you'll either have Rock and Roman or Rock and Cody.
You're going to have both. Yeah.
At WrestleMania.
Oh. Yeah, you'll have one of those at WrestleMania.
So one of those two will be WrestleMania.
I think we're going to get Rock versus Cody at Survivor Series.
You think Rock and Roman at Mania?
Yeah. That'd have a bigger pop than Rock and Cody.
Which, cool.
But the problem is you have Cody drop the title to Rock, who is the second most ultimate part-timer behind Logan Paul.
Well, yeah, I mean, he can't bring his own title into WrestleMania twice. He's got to walk out with one.
Yes, he can.
He can't make a Hall of Fame about him and Mania all about him 2 years in a row.
He'll do it fucking 5 years in a row if he's given a chance. Here's the interesting thing, though. I kind of like this one. Is not Sammy. Cody versus Rock, Survivor Series, right? And then we get Rock versus Cena. Cena gets the title. Number 17 breaks Ric Flair's run.
I don't think it's till when do you have that? When do you think that match happens? Rock and Cena.
I think Rumble.
I think it'll take us to like middle next year, like late next year.
Like,
But I mean,
my thought though,
will it
is
happen? Yes.
give him the title and let him have his final WrestleMania be where like maybe Randy wins the title from him. Randy's now at 15. So now we have Randy 15, Rick at 16, Cena at 17. And they could even do it one better and let Roman or let Reigns and Cena beat Ric Flair. Cena wins it twice next year. Roman or Randy Orton wins it twice. He's at 16. Cena or not? Yeah, Cena has at 18 at that point, and then Randy can drop it to somebody, have a rematch, and gets it back for 16 or 17. So, yeah.
See.
We're a little bit off subject, but I'm done with the fucking Bloodline and Cody. I'm done with the Bloodline and Randy Orton. There's a whole goddamn roster of people they can go terrorize. Go terrorize them. Why are we choosing Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes? Like I get
Top
they're
three.
the baby, they're the baby
Yeah.
faces. I get it, but fuck off.
They
Benefit
lost.
them. It doesn't benefit them when they lose.
They lost their big ones. I mean, Roman's gone, so that cuts out that one. He had to take time off.
But
very well deserved.
I think that's
but
exactly why Roman has to come back and why the feud is
Oh,
going
yeah.
to be between Bloodline and Bloodline, so where they can take a break of Cody, take a break from Randy, take a break from Kevin Owens and everyone, because bringing all these other people, it's a catch-22 situation every time. If Solo's Bloodline wins, they build up, but now you're diminishing the person they're defeating, which is Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes. You're diminishing their run. You're diminishing their image. But if Cody, Randy, and Kevin win, then you're diminishing the Bloodline's image. This doesn't work out for anyone. One match is fine. One match. I'll give you two at most, but one match is enough to be like, they came in and they just beat the ever-loving shit out of them, but Cody persevered and won at the end. Bloodline looked strong because Cody got pushed to the limits, and they cheated and almost won, but Cody made it through. We're done. 2 years enough.
All I can see happening is, or what I want to happen is, after all this whole Bloodline thing, they eventually all just come together, being the new NWO style of, this is the Bloodline. Everybody who's in here just wreck shop throughout both shows, because at that point we should be into Netflix at that point, where they can do a little bit edgier stuff, get a little bit crazy with things, and run it that way.
Netflix is
for a
just 4
short
months
time.
away.
I know. And I'm saying we'll be well into Netflix at that point.
Okay.
Let them run what they want in the shows, a little bit edgier, but don't let it go on as long as the NWO did, where they became a joke and they started the Wolf Pack and everything else. But let them become just one big powerhouse team and wreck shop left and right is where I'd like to see it all kind of end at.
Keep in mind, Netflix only gets Raw, not SmackDown, except on an international scale.
Yeah.
US Raw is on Netflix. US SmackDown is on Fox until next year, then it goes to USA. So.
But they're also going to introduce, now it won't be ECW, they're also talking about introducing WCW as well.
ECW is still set up for Netflix.
Yeah, no, they're also talking about doing WCW as well.
Yeah, we talked about that last episode.
So with it, I don't know what would happen. They wouldn't go back and forth. One of those things like that. But
I mean, they had to move them to Raw to do all that edgier stuff. But yeah, I mean, they're definitely in a position where, at least for SmackDown, it has to stop. Bare minimum. I mean, when they get the Netflix deal, it has to go to the edgier side where they can do more with the story, especially with all the issues their WWE's running with Fox, doing black screen and cutting audio, and they're already avidly against all this shit that's happening with Fox, and it's ruining their production value, and they have been very vocal about it, and that's why they're pushing so hard to just get rid of it, get out, get done as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So, for the edgier content though, that will have to be Netflix, because even USA is not big on, swearing too much and getting super violent. So, and then Netflix will likely pick up the PLEs once Peacock's done with it in 2026. I think is what their contract is.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I thought it was
It's like-
next year.
I think it's only like 2 years.
Still a long time.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, realm of entertainment, no. Let's see, in October 24th, Friday show, SmackDown will move from. Oh, we don't have to wait till next year. SmackDown moves from Fox to USA in October. So that's soon.
Oh, so the both can be on there for a little bit.
Raw's bouncing.
What, 2 months?
now? They're on Sci-Fi these next 2 weeks.
Well, yeah, it's only because of the Olympics.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm trying to find the contract because I know I remember 2026 being a big deal. Oh, fuck you, ads. It's a 5-year contract. The deal was done in March of 2021.
Okay.
So 2026. Yeah. So I mean, either which way, we know Netflix is gonna kind of sweep them up all together. So basically,
We'll see.
tonight's card, or not tonight's card, for Saturday's card, we have agreed on all but one. We both think CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre will end with CM Punk winning. Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker will have Braun Breaker winning. First title change. Logan Paul versus LA Knight. We both picked LA Knight. Liv Morgan
Second
versus.
title change.
Yep, second title change. Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan. We have Liv Morgan retaining. Bayley versus Nia Jax. You have Bayley with interference from Tiffany Stratton on Bayley's behalf. I have Nia Jax with Tiffany costing Bayley the match, thus giving Nia Jax the win. Damian Priest versus Gunther. We both picked Priest, even though you're wishy-washy on Gunther. You're on his side. And then Cody Rhodes versus Solo. We have Cody winning, but Roman Reigns coming back. Maybe Hikuleo. I don't know if they're going to introduce not only Roman Reigns, but then a completely new character. So they could introduce Hikuleo on Friday.
Sure, they could.
Or cut like a vignette to show
Yeah.
he's there. So
Or something. Because we should have everything from the Wyatt Six because they're debuting on Monday.
Yeah.
They're 6-man tag.
Yeah.
So don't see that.
Yeah. We shall see. Hopefully one of us is 6 for 7. Versus one of us being 1 for 7. That's really the odds right now. We're either we're 6 for, or I guess one of us could be 7 for 7 and 6 for 7, or 1 and 6 or 1 and 7, 0 and 7.
Yep.
Yeah, can't even be that. Couldn't.
That's a lot of title changes if we're wrong.
That would be. I think that'd be the first time they've done a massive tile swap like that too. It's maybe 1 or 2 max.
Yeah, I don't see 3, but I mean it could happen. But yeah, 1 or 2.
I have 3 just based off of all these reports I'm reading and everything. That just kind of giving it more legs to walk on. So, but time will tell. I don't know if you're watching it live. I will try to.
I won't be able to.
Stupid bitch. I will try to watch live. I can't promise anything. But Peacock, 7 p.m. Eastern. So watch it there. We're not sponsored. Not yet. Peacock or Netflix. I take Netflix, but Peacock. As long as I get a free subscription, honestly. I'm easy to be bought.
Apparently.
Bag of Skittles, free Netflix. I'm good. Got my loyalty for a while.
Yeah.
But until next time, everyone, make sure you check out Two Guys One Gamepad, our main channel, where Rod and I talk about fucking everything. And then yeah, watch us live Thursday nights. Sometimes, most of the time, we're live on
I got nothing else. Just check us out Thursday. If we're able to play it like this giveaway. And yeah, to the next one. Bye, bitch.